Fine. So, we were at optics, and till now we have seen sign conventions. Just a minute. Just a minute, just give me a minute. Sign convention terminology. Yes, Chanakya, am I audible to you? What happened? You joined again?
Yes, sir.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Fine. Next was types of lenses also we have seen, right? Types of lenses we have seen, and terminology for lenses that also we have seen. And next was sign convention. That also we have seen. Eighth. After sign convention now, write down the heading Mayer's formula or lens maker's formula. Lens maker's formula. Write down the heading lens maker's formula. Lens maker's formula. What is lens maker's formula? Lens maker's formula is the formula for the relation between refractive index, radius of curvature, and refractive index and focal length of the lens. Now let us imagine that this is mu2 and outside it is mu1, refractive index I am talking about. Radius of curvature for both the sides are different. This is r1 and on the other side it is r2. Then what will be the focal length? Then the relation between focal length will be given by mu2 by mu1 minus 1 into 1 upon r1 minus 1 upon r2. This is the lens maker's form. This mu2 upon mu1 is called as relative refractive index, and we generally write it as mu r minus 1, 1 upon r1 minus 1 upon r2. What is this mu r now? this mu r is given by mu2 upon mu1. This is Lens-Maker's formula. Okay, very important formula. And what is it? This shows the relation for a lens, biconvex lens as well as plano-convex as well as concavo-convex. For all the lenses it is applicable. Lens-Maker's formula is applicable for all types of lenses. Got it? Taken down the formula? This formula must be by-hearted by. Yes, taken down the formula. Shall we move ahead? Hello. Yes, Chanakya, Hemant, done?
Yes, sir.
Now, derivation. Okay. Now here what will happen? Again the same thing will occur here. We have two surfaces of the lens. What are those surfaces? I'm drawing the surfaces like this. This is C2, this is C1. So till this point, from where to where? This is R1 and this is R2. Okay, and this is our center O. Got it? Radius of curvature we are taking different. Rays of light are coming from this direction. Let us say that our object is kept somewhere here. This is our object, and the rays of light will be coming from this. Okay, lens will converge this ray of light, and this ray of light will fall somewhere here, and this is the focus. Okay, same focus will be here on this side. Here it is mu1, and here it is mu2. Draw the diagram now. Here what will happen? The image formed by first surface. This is the first surface which our ray of light is encountering first. Ray of light is going from this direction. Okay, it is encountering this first. This lens it is encountering first this surface. That's why it is called first surface. And for this first surface, the center of curvature is here. That's why it is called C1. And for the second surface, the center of curvature is here. That's why it is called C2. Got it? Please draw the diagram now. Please be fast. a minute, just a minute. Hello. Yeah, drawn the diagram. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Hemant, drawn the diagram. Shall we move ahead? Yes, Hemant. Hemant, am I audible? Chanakya, Hemant, what happened?
Yes, sir. Yes. Got it.
Yes, Hemant, am I audible? Okay, fine. Your mic is not working. Now, write down. Okay. Image formed by the first surface, it will act as object for the second surface. Okay. It will act as object for the second surface. Remember that please carefully. In all the questions, this point is very important. In all the questions, this point will be used again and again. Now, we are seeing its derivation. So write down. Consider an object O placed at distance U from a convex lens as shown in figure. Let its image is I1 after refraction through first surface. So, from the formula, for refraction at curved surface, diffraction at curved surface mu2 upon v minus mu1 upon u equals to mu2 minus mu1 by capital R. This is the formula for the curved surface, simply curved surface like this. Okay, this we have seen earlier. Now using this formula, therefore, for first surface, remember that for first surface, the ray of light is coming from mu1. So this will be treated as mu1 and this denser medium will be treated as mu2. We can write mu2 upon image because of first surface. Let us imagine that image from the first surface will be formed somewhere at v1 minus mu1 upon u equals to mu2 minus mu1 by r. How this image is forming? See the ray diagram. This is the lens R1 and this is R2. First we are seeing only for this first surface. So the ray of light is coming from this point. Ray of light is going like that, and as soon as it will end, this is our center of curvature. This is C1. This we have taken as C1, which is for first surface. And when we join C1 to the surface, we will get this perpendicular. Okay, and light will bend towards the normal. So it will go like this. Okay, and because of that, the image, because of this, the image now must have formed somewhere at this point. I am drawing the ray diagram for the first refraction. This must be V1. This distance must be V1. Okay. Here the image I1 is formed. But at other point, what will happen? The ray of light will get refracted again. And because of that refraction, the ray of light will be again bent, and it will bend away from the normal. So ray of light will go like that. Okay, this is C1. This is the object. Ray of light was coming like this, and it was going like this. This is the image I2. This is the final image. But that is the image because of first surface, this one. And this is the image because of second surface. So write down second here. Wait a minute. You get confused, write second. I2. That is I1 and this is I2. Draw the diagram fast. For the first surface we are seeing now, this will be what? This will be R1. This is our first equation. Drawn the diagram.
Yes, sir.
Now, see, this was for the first surface, and here we have also seen for the second surface. This is image I2, and let us assume that this I2 is at a distance V. I2 is at a distance V from the object. Sorry, V from this optical axis. This ray of this line, dotted line, white dotted line is optical axis. So it is a distance V. But we know that for second surface, object will act as this image I1. So this will be object distance. V1 will be object distance for the second image. The image I1 will act as object for the second surface. And for final image and will form final image I2 at distance V. Okay. Therefore, write down from next page. For second surface, what do we have now? For second surface, again the formula is what? Mu2 upon V minus mu1 upon U. Mu2 minus mu1 upon R. Here little bit confusion is there. Please remember carefully. This mu2 is what? This mu2 is the medium where light is going. Light is going. And this mu1 is for the medium from where light is coming. From where light is coming. Okay. Mu2 is that medium from where light is going to where light is going, and this is from where light is coming. The medium from where light is coming and the medium to which light is going. Therefore, what we can write? Mu1 upon V minus mu2 upon V1, because it is object distance now, and light is coming from length now for the second surface, and it will become mu1 minus mu2 upon R2. This is our second equation, and that was our first equation. Adding 1 and 2, what will happen? Just a minute, just give me a second. Hello, hello. Yes, now. Sorry, I had to go. Now, adding 1 and 2. Now, what will happen when we add both of these equations? What are these equations? Mu2 upon V1 minus mu1 by U equals to mu2 minus mu1 by R. And this is what? Mu1 upon V minus mu2 upon V1 equal to mu1 minus mu2 upon R2. Add both of them. What will happen? This will cancel out. Mu2 upon V1 minus mu2 upon V1 plus mu2 upon V1. This will cancel out. What will happen? What will remain? Mu1 upon V. This is final image distance. Minus mu1 upon U. Mu1 upon U equals to mu2 minus mu1 upon R1 plus mu1 minus mu2 upon R2. Okay. Now here is fine now. Upon R1, 1 upon R2. This we can write as, take mu1 common from here, 1 upon V minus 1 upon U. We can write like this. This is equal to, this is mu2 minus mu1. We can write it as minus minus, take minus sign outside, it will also become mu2 minus mu1. Sign will become opposite upon R2. And take it common now. mu1 common है 1 upon v minus 1 upon u. Take mu2 minus mu1 as common. 1 upon R1 minus 1 upon R2. Okay. Now mu1 will go on that side. Mu1 will go on that side. It will become what? 1 upon v minus 1 upon u equal to minus 1. Because mu1 will go on this side, from both of under both of them mu1 will be written. This will cut and become 1. And it will remain 1 upon R1 minus 1 upon R2. This is very important formula, both from the point of view of board examinations as well as our competitive examinations. This mu2 upon mu1 we can write as relative refractive index of mu r. Mu r minus 1 into 1 upon R1 minus 1 upon R2. Okay, this is our final formula, where mu r is what? Mu r is mu2 by mu1. Got it now? Take it down fast. Yes, Chanakya, Hemant.
Yes, sir.
Got it, sir. Fine, take it down please fast.
Sir, done, sir.
Done? Fine. Just a minute. Got it?
Got it, sir.
Taken down? Now, from this formula, what we can write? See here, 1 upon v minus 1 upon u is written. Now we know that if object is at infinity, where will be the image form? We know that for a lens, convex lens, image will be formed at the focus. Image will be formed at focus. Therefore, u is infinity, which is minus infinity actually, because the object is on the left hand side. Okay, rays are coming like this, parallel. So object is on the left hand side, minus infinity. Image distance is what? Image distance is focal length f. So what we can write? 1 upon f minus 1 upon infinity minus equal to mu r minus 1, 1 by r1 minus 1 by r2. This 1 upon infinity, it will become 0. So ultimately we will get 1 upon f Got it?
Sir, got it, sir.
Fine. Okay, now next is first and second principal focal length. First principal focus and second principal focus. Now, let us understand it with the help of ray diagrams. If it is a lens, this is its principal axis. What is the first principal focus? First principal focus F1 will be a point at which if we place an object, then the image of that object will be formed at infinity. Okay, so here image will be formed at infinity. So this point will be called the first principal focus. Similarly, what will be the second principal focus? Second principal focus will be a point at which the rays of light which are coming parallelly from infinity, the point at which they will actually meet, the point at which they will actually converge, this is F2. Okay, so this will be second principal focus. So first principal focus, should I write the definition or is it fine? Means you can write down the definition. Okay, down, see, write down the definition as well. First principal focus is what? First principal focus. It is a point on principal axis of the lens at which if an object is placed, the image would be formed at infinity. It is denoted by F1. Okay, this is the first principal focus. 1 upon F1 will be equal to mu minus 1 to 1 upon R1 minus 1 upon R2. Okay, take it down fast.
The answer.
Done?
The answer.
Fine. Now, next is second principle focus. What is second principle focus now? The second principle focus, again, it is a point on axis of lens where image is formed when object is at infinity. It is denoted by f2. So 1 upon f2 is equals to mu minus 1 into 1 upon r1 minus 1 upon r2. Got it? Taken down. Okay. So actually original lens formula is what? Original lens formula is actually this lens maker's formula. But what about the lens formula which we have studied in our earlier classes? Which formula we have studied in our earlier classes? 1 upon v minus 1 upon u equals to 1 upon f. This formula we have studied. Now what is this formula? Remember that this formula is only valid for thin lenses. Thin lenses we have studied. What are the thin lenses? How to how to know that a lens is thin or not? For a thin lens, we mean when we speak about thin lens, we mean that the radius of curvature is much larger than the thickness of lens, the thickness at the center of the lens. Radius is much larger. When such a lens is available to us, we can use this lens formula for that lens. This lens formula, okay. So actually, it is not only lens formula; it actually is a thin lens formula. So write down the heading. Thin lens formula. Now, lens maker's formula we have seen, focus we have seen. Okay, before the thin lens formula, let us take down some questions. And after that, let us take down some questions. Yes, this question you can do. Calculate the focal length of following lens. radius of curvature are given as 60 centimeter and 15 centimeter. Okay, this is mu1 equal to 1. Its mu is 1.5 and outside also mu1 equal to 1. Okay, refractive index of glass is given. Mu of glass is 1.5. You need to find out its its focal length. Okay, so do this as your homework. That's all for today. Okay, we shall continue from here in our tomorrow class, next class. Okay, thank you. That's all for today.
Thank you, sir.
Fine. Okay, thank you.
ఫోన్ పే చెప్పిన కొత్త స్టాండింగ్ కూడా చేసినప్పుడు నేను చెప్తాను మొత్తం కంటే 2000 కాదు అమెజాన్ పేమెంట్ కంప్యూటర్ ట్రాఫిక్ కట్టేద్దాం నేను మాట్లాడుతున్నాను లేకుంటే దీపాలు మనకు ఇట్లా అమెజాన్ ఉంటుంది ఇట్లా పాయింట్లో పెట్టి హ్యాండ్ అవి కూడా లింక్స్ బాగుంటాయి బయటికి రామని నాకు మళ్ళీ ఇచ్చి పని కట్టుకోవాలి ఏమన్నా పని సర్ది కూర్చు ఇద్దరు ఒకటి సర్ది కూర్చు ఇద్దరు ఒకటే ఫాయిల్ అల్యూమినియం ఫాయిల్ ఒకటి బాగా కలుపుతుంది వంద రోజులు అవన్నీ పెట్టారు కదా ఇప్పుడు వదిలేస్తారు వాళ్ళతో ఖాళీ చేశాను తేవడం కదా పెట్టాను మరి వేయగలుగుతారు అడిగాడు కదా పెట్టాను కదా రావడి క్రియేట్ చేసుకుంటారు క్రియేట్ చేయాలి నా పని వెళ్ళిపోతారు కానీ లైఫ్ లాంగ్ ఉంటారు రొటేషన్ తీసుకోవాలి లేనే కదా అమ్మ ఆడ ఉండలేవమ్మా చెట్టు కాదు ఏంటంటావాడా ఏంటంటావు చెప్పు ఏమంటే ఇలా కాదంట అదంట డైలీ నా దీపాలు ఉన్నాయమ్మా దీపాలు ఏవేనా క్యాండిల్స్ కదా క్యాండిల్స్ దీపాలు 40 అంటే 50 దేవునికి అరుణాచలం నాకు అర్థం కాదు ఉన్నప్పుడు నేను ఎక్కడ తక్కువ ఉంటారు కదమ్మా ఎంతో లేదు అందరూ చెట్లు పెడుతున్నారు నీయే అది కాస్తనా నిజమే అది లోన్లో నాకు డబ్బులు డబ్బులు ఇస్తే డబ్బులు కూడా చేస్తాను డబ్బులు ఇస్తే గొప్ప ఉంటుంది అన్నమాట గొప్పే ఉంటుంది అంటున్నాను దేవుడు దయం చేస్తారు నేను పొందడానికి దేవుడు చేయండి వాళ్ళకి పట్టణంలో చేయాలి అవునా ఉంటుంది నేను అక్కడే పోతాడు అక్కడే పోతాడు ఇన్వెస్టర్ చేసి రాసిస్తాను ఏమంటారు అందరూ వాళ్ళు తిరగాలమ్మా మనం కూడా తన చేయడం అదే కదా ఏ మా ఇంటి ఖర్చు పెడుతున్నాం మేడం మనే కదా ఖర్చు పెడుతున్నాం అమ్మ పైకి నేను ఒప్పుకోనమ్మా. ఏం ఫలితాలు చెప్తానంటే మనుషులు నువ్వు చెప్తే కదా, చెప్తే కదా ఎప్పుడు చిత్తనే ఉంటావు. పదవి చిత్తనే నచ్చింది చెప్తాడు. ఏం తిరిగి కూడా వదిలేస్తుంటే వస్తుంది. వాడుతాడు ఓట్లు వాడతారు. క్రాఫ్ట్ చేస్తా అంటే తినాలి. తినలేమంటే సన్న కాము అని తినేవాడి పదార్థం ఎందుకు వస్తుంది నీకు? గౌతమ్ గారు మంచిగా ఆడుకోవాలి. పరమవర్తి పెట్టేయండి. కణాలు ఉంటాయి బాడీలో, వాటిని ఎనర్జీ ఇస్తారు. విపరీతమైన ఎనర్జీ మంచి తింటే ఓకేనా? ఆ కొట్టి ఒక చీజ్ చూసాను. ఎందుకు లేకుంటే కదా కొట్టగా కాదు. तो बाहर को भी इसको రోజులకు కోడి తెస్తే 8 కోట్ల కోడులు అంటే 2400 కోట్ల కోడి పాలు పోతారు మనిషి ఇంకా చూస్తున్నాడు మనిషికి అవన్నీ వాడకూడదులేమ్మా దాంట్లో చెత్తనా కొడుతున్న వాళ్ళు మెటల్ కోసం ఉపయోగించారు వేస్ట్ నేను అదే ముందు వేస్ట్